Hi, thank you so much for being willing to do an interview.
My pleasure.
So, what is your name and where are you from?
Okay, so my name's Lucy. I'm co-founder and CEO of Project Rockit. We're Australia's youth-driven movement against bullying, hate and prejudice.
And you're from what part of Australia?
I've come from Melbourne, Australia. So
wow.
The bottom part and the kind of cold part of Australia.
That's a long flight. I bet. How long was the flight?
14 hours, but I'm used to
cool.
it. It's okay.
Yeah, perfect. Okay, can you talk a little bit about Project Rockit?
Sure. So Project Rockit is all about igniting bravery in youth voice. Whether that's for a young person in a school who witnesses bullying and doesn't know what to do, or for a young person who wants to take action on an issue in their community that they really care about. It all starts with that initial spark of courage and bravery, and that's what we're here to support.
Do you have any specific stories about anyone who's been helped with Project Rockit, if you're comfortable to share?
I think my favourite story, there was this one young woman, her name's Amal, and she had a Project Rockit workshop when she was in year 8 at her school, so grade 8, and she stayed in touch with us via social media. And when she finished school, she'd actually played this amazing role in her community, setting up interfaith groups for people of different faiths to come together in her community. She took on a job at Project Rockit. She was a presenter in our programs for many years.
Wow.
And then she got a job because the ABC News saw her and they took her to come and work for them instead. And most recently, she did a piece on cyberbullying as a journalist, and she interviewed one of our national youth collective, Lamissa, and it was really powerful because they're both hijabi women who have experienced bullying and they're helping each other. And I love that story because I think it's not just about people who have overcome bullying. I think it's people who have found their voice and leadership and now are lifting others up to do the same.
That is so nice to hear,
so
especially
cool,
in communities where we don't often get a platform. I'm going to be so honest. For minorities, we don't get that platform, and sometimes social media or these types of organizations are one of our only ways to access that voice. And it's so nice to see Project Rockit uplifting minorities, especially in the video. We could tell you cater to such a wide variety of kids with diversity, and it's really nice to see that.
Oh, thank you.
So what inspired you personally to create Project Rockit?
What inspired me? I think my experience in school was probably like a lot of people where, I don't know, you think someone should really do something about this. And then you realize that nobody is doing something about it. And so it might just have to be you. That's kind of what got us started. We didn't know that it was going to be so big. And if I had known, I might have been intimidated.
Yeah.
But we started small and it grew from there. So
that's really nice to hear, especially like, it's so encouraging to hear that even baby steps can help create this huge project you've created. And I think like we've talked about the cringe mountain. Do you think you could explain that a little bit?
Right. So cringe mountain is this idea that often content creators and influencers talk about. And the idea is that when they're getting started, it feels so overwhelming and massive. It's almost like climbing a mountain. And on the way up, you're aware of all the mistakes that you're making, all of the things that are embarrassing, all of the ways that you second guess yourself, hence it's called Cringe Mountain. But over time, you get more confident and you get more fit. And when you get to the top, you get to look out and you see this incredible view. And by then you have momentum, you have fitness, and you have support to keep going. It's actually all easy from there and you can just stroll on down to the land of cool. That's the idea.
Yeah, I think that's beautifully well said. I think on social media, we see perfect influencers, perfect nonprofits, but we don't realize the struggle behind them.
Right.
And I think that's just so motivating to hear of.
Yeah, we don't need to be perfect, and yet we get the message that we do. We just need to get started. And I think that's what Project Rockit's all about.
And for the very last question, what's one piece of advice you would give to high schoolers around the world who want to create change?
I think the number one piece of advice I'd give is that the thing that you think makes you weird is actually your superpower. And so you need to find a way to harness it and transform it into your superpower. And then you got to get started and take that first step.
Truly. Thank you so much for this interview. I really appreciate it.
Thanks so much. My pleasure.